Well, you did meet a fantastic guy at Reyers.
I most certainly did.
Can you just talk a little about it before we get into it?
Right. You know, we spend so much of our time at work, and when you dedicate your entire life, sometimes your entire life just evolves around your work, and that is exactly what we're going to tell you about in just a few minutes. But chicken nuggets are a thing, and people go crazy for those Chick-fil-A nuggets.
People dig the Chick-fil-A, and when you pull up and you see all those people in the drive-thru, you think, oh my goodness, I'm not even going to be able to get through it. But wait till you see the technological advances they're making so that your trip to Chick-fil-A can go as quickly as possible.
So we can get Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets as quickly as possible.
Yes. And you met up with Kelly Warren.
I sure did, and we are going to take a look at the command center of your house.
Ah.
Buzzword.
I think people's command centers probably differ depending on their houses.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Okay.
But we will get to all of that. Can we get to a guy named Vince?
I can't wait.
All right. Well, like I was just mentioning, so much of our time as we look over our lives is spent at work. And how great would it be if we could look back at our time spent at work and know that we did it the right way from the very beginning? That is exactly what one gentleman did for Reyers. He brought dedication and class to that job for 39 years.
He's hard to miss, and therefore he will be missed. The effortless style and class that comes with Vince Cardamon was one of the many reasons why Harry Jubelirer chose him to be in charge of sales at Reyers Shoe Store 39 years ago.
I started May the 3rd, 1980, and I stood in the store across town speaking to the new employees that I was about to meet. There was about 40 of them at that time, and I can tell you that I wore a navy blue three-piece suit. I know exactly what I had on, and that's what I wore today in honor of that 39 year. It would be 39 years exactly, May the 3rd.
Part of Vince's success at Reyers was simply to do what he was born to do.
As you well know, I probably talk too much, so this was a great place for me to land, where they paid me to talk to people, which was a gift, I guess, of sorts.
And the other part of his success was to look good while doing it.
My father was an impeccably well-dressed gentleman who was an entertainer years ago on radio and TV, so I picked up the want to present myself in the right manner, and I thought that if I was going to be, I guess, the face of the store, at least inside, that I had to present it in what I think to be a classical way. I was brought up in the men's clothing business. So clothing is really it's a part of my life. My kids joke that I get dressed to cut the grass, and there's probably some truth to that.
The kids Vince is referring to are his 3 beautiful daughters. He credits his successful marriage to his wife, Patty, and if you ask how he got her to notice him, it all goes back to where it started for Vince.
As a kid growing up, believe it or not, I thought it equaled the playing field with girls, and I wasn't really good looking, but I knew that if I dressed well, I had a shot.
And eventually that happened.
It worked. I married a beautiful Italian girl, so she wasn't swept off her feet with my good looks or money. So I had to be some of the personality in my dress.
Together, Patty and Vince raised their own family within the Reyers family.
Patty and I have worked together 37 of the 39 years I've been here. And she's the brighter of the Cardamons by a long stretch, trust me.
Vince has always been the rock. He's always been the go-to person that we relied on to get things done. He's always been on our side. Everything that he ever did here was done for the benefit of Reyers Shoe Store, and without a doubt.
And as his final hours on the showroom floor began to fly by, the family who opened their doors to him so many years ago are truly thankful for his dedication to service.
In 39 years, he has never been late.
That's true.
Well,
Never been late.
he'd come to work with a freshly broken arm or other body part, or wheezing and sniffling and coughing and not too much screaming.
And Vince made it clear he will miss the daily interactions with the people who defined his professional life, and that feeling goes both ways.
Will you miss him?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, he's going to be missed dramatically. As a matter of fact, we don't even know how much yet, but we'll know pretty quick. I'm sure of that.
I told Stephen this, and I told Mark this. They were kind enough to extend a gift to Kennedy Catholic High School in my name. I'd have spent the 39 years for that. Important to me.
And to say thank you for all those years of service at Reyers Shoe Store. The Jubelirer brothers were generous and made a very substantial donation in Vince's name to Kennedy Catholic. And that went a very long way for Vince. He's very dedicated to that school and those people. So
that is awesome.
It brought him to tears when they did that for him.
Oh, my goodness. That's my first time there. I met him, and it was fantastic. What a great experience.
I know.
And that was, gosh, almost 20 years ago.
I know. He's been dedicated for a very long time, and I think will continue to be. So,
thumbs up, Vince. Long and prosperous after your time at Reyers, okay? If you like this video, subscribe to Valley Spotlight on YouTube, and be sure to click on the notifications bell so you know when we've got some new stuff. You also can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to us on Vimeo or our Roku channel.